lot of us live near the Lowell Street stop, so it was obviously important for us to make sure we went through everything. I think the site itself is really just a site of challenges, and that's really what we concentrated on a lot of, to try and make sure that everything was satisfied. It's really at the center point of, I'm just going to use this, it's a little bit easier. It's at the center point of a lot of things going on. For those of you who are not familiar with the site, this is Lowell Street right here, and the commuter rail is in this area, and then the proposed T station. And basically, what's going on is there's an elevational change that's 20 feet. So Lowell Street is elevated about 20 feet, and then the commuter rail and the bike path, proposed bike path, is 20 feet below. So that's a pretty significant thing, as well as there's a 5-acre, 199 unit development that's going in right here called the MaxPack site, which is really something that is going to be challenging for traffic, because not only are we dealing with increased traffic because of the station, but also because of this this development here. And then additionally, the bike path, as we said, which goes underneath, is going to terminate at this station, which is a really, I'm sorry?
Community path.
Community path. That's going to terminate at this station, which is a great opportunity, but also because of elevation change, it increases the challenges there. So we created a contextual drawing, actually it's hanging right there. Everybody kind of had their input and said, okay, there's going to be noise over here, and so we really wanted to make sure we understood the site before we went and created the alternatives. So essentially, here's the commuter rail, the Lowell Street. As you can see, there's lots of outshoots here, cut-throughs. We were concerned with traffic, as everyone is. And what we went ahead and did is created two alternatives, which was a little ambitious, but we felt we wanted to go with the existing plan of the Department of Transportation and build on that. And that was kind of the pie in the sky, created as much as we wanted. And what we did here is the biggest change that we made in this alternative one was the expansion of the platform, because we understand that the Lowell Street Bridge might have to get redone in order to create this, and all of us who live there are really excited about that. And so we thought we'd make this into an opportunity to, do something good with it. So we expanded that considerably to create more of a plaza, if you will, which allowed for more bike storage. I think the proposals for the DOT was definitely minimal bike storage, and that was something that a couple of our members were very concerned about. Additionally, the other proposal was the kiss and ride, which the original design only had one side. I live right over here, and this is very, very crowded with a lot of car parking. And so we wanted to introduce a second kiss and ride, which really we felt was, for safety reasons, the right thing to do. The V&A is right over here, crossing that busy street. Not only is there the arcing bridge, you have this big ramp coming up that's going to be introduced with that development. Lots of problems. So we just went ahead and used this alternative as a kiss and ride, opposing sides, expanded it, and created more bike storage and a cafe, which was a really kind of key component to it. It's a really high residential area, and not a lot going on there, so everybody was for the cafe. This is a little bit financially, let's just go for it, and that's what I think everybody wanted, to at least have one of those. The bike path terminates up here, community path terminates right here, and then that allows for an easy access storage. And we moved the crosswalks here to allow for, the MaxPack entryway to not be quite as dangerous. But we thought of eliminating turning left during rush hour. We have a couple of proposals for that to try and curb traffic. Our second alternative is a little bit more visionary, if you will, but we felt that it was something that maybe we could just start the ball rolling. And a lot of that deals with the kiss and ride again, which is not, we shifted it down. It's the original location is here. We shifted the other one down in this area. The V&A has a lot of parking. It is used, but not all the time. We thought as a potentially, a way to shift traffic, we could move the V&A, kiss and ride over here. Again, introducing, there's that cafe, everyone's getting their lattes, and then here's the bike path and bike storage here. And that really what that does is, in the future, there's a lot of, in the contextual map you'll see, the sketch rather, you'll see there's a lot of light industrial buildings along Lowell Street. They're busy, but there's no glass in them, it's a very narrow street. And what we were thinking of is that if those are eventually going to go, in the future, you know, we could propose an idea of a retail, a first-story retail, or even just adding glass on that street to create more of a sense of a promenade of sorts. You know, more trees, things that right now, if you walk down that street, they're just not there. And we thought, you know, if someone's going to go and sell their property and put in these residential condominiums, well, you know, one of the things the Max Pack could not do because of its site location and that elevation change was it couldn't add any retail to it. And I think people, neighbors such as myself and all of us, we were like, you know what, that was a missed opportunity just by context. So that's something that obviously we can't take their property, but if we could introduce some sort of element to say, hey, you know what, could you throw in some, you know, retail spaces along the way that would be just really enliven this area. And then some bike share lanes, and I think I'm almost out of time, maybe, no? I think overall, we did introduce some environmental things to the design of the station, some solar panels, stormwater drainage that could be created here where the bike path comes up and terminate community path. I'm so sorry, I'm nervous. And then the stormwater here, and then we also, you know, we're just thinking overall adding more green space with these, you know, trees, the promenade, or, you know, in this area to really encourage people to take their bikes, you know, and take the T. Am I missing anything?
Oh,
No?
One comment.
One comment, sorry.
I think the biggest thing about this station is that, unlike most of the other stations, it is not in an already populated commercial square. It is a pure residential street with a little bit of light industrial along it. And basically, this is a gigantic opportunity to change the face of the neighborhood and to add more commercial opportunities and make it a much more pleasant place.